T.P. Shashikumar sir and Miss Durga Anusha and Miss Harika is our product in St. Mary's School product, and then our staff and the students and non-teaching staff all together very happy, hearty welcome. And then Dr. T.P. Shashikumar sir is a man on a mission to redefine Dr. T.P. Shashikumar sir is a man on a mission to redefine the learning pattern in today's generation. He is a very good, I think I am very much little proud because he is born and brought in Malayali. So he is a Malayali very good product in Kerala. In 1964 is his birth. He studied in a common village school. See students, it's a very common school. He studied up to 10th standard. Likewise here, the Nagaram's St. Mary's School is situating the remote area. Likewise the remote school sir studied. And then after the 10th standard, he passed the pre-degree at the time that is equal to 11th and 12th of nowadays the education. Thereafter, he joined to study. There is a stream egertion is coming in his mind. He joined in the degree college. He took a lot of degrees just to listen. That is proving nothing is impossible in this world. Everything is possible. He took MSc, MPhil, PhD, LLB, MBA, MS and going on. So education is a going on process, is proving. Then he's a very good philosopher. What is his philosophy? You listen, flow like a river and grow like a tree. That is his philosophy, the mode. So likewise, his life is going on. He is a very good showing everything. He worked as a scientist. He's not an ordinary person, beta. He's a very good scientist. And that I am also very much proud. I am born and brought in Kerala, in Trivandrum. And then in ISRO Tumba, that is the place, that is the VSSC Vikram Sarabhai Space Center that is located in the Tumba. My birthplace is near that place only. So I am also very much happy about this place because you see, one thing I am taking the class time, I am always telling, whenever where you are getting a chance to visit the Kerala. Kerala is the #1 in education field. Please go when the chance is getting the time, not now. Now you are mentally and bodily, you are sitting in the St. Mary's in the Hyderabad, okay? And then he worked as a server and lot of the positions. I can't get any other adjectives, sir. So, on behalf of the St. Mary's Bethany Convent Vidyalaya, this is a convent school. We are running the co-education. Now the 9th and 10th standard students are sitting in front of you. They are having a lot of ambitions because I don't know about to become as a, I am not feeling that one, to become as a dash. And then, what do you remember students? This is a rare chance. Really, there is a golden rare chance you got it. So you can utilize this chance. How much? That much you can utilize. Okay? Wish you all the best. Next, I would like to express the word of hearty welcome to Durga Anusha. Yes. Another girl is standing in front of me, Durga Anusha. Just I am hearty welcome. Please stand in front of us.
Pen and paper. Why you are not able to tell all the points? You know why? Why? Because you are not written down. Anything which you hear, immediately write down. Every point. Otherwise, you will not be able to tell somebody else. There is a person, Anusha. Immediately write Anusha. Award name, immediately write down. Otherwise, all what I tell you today is waste. Nothing will be there in your ear. Nobody can by heart it just like that. So what is to be done? Writing down. I have not seen a single person writing down. If you write down, it will remain in you. You should have the habit of writing every point. When I say write down, the first word write down, that should be the word which you are writing. Write down, write, that's it. One instruction, write down. So write down, write. Every word what you hear, write it. That's must. Otherwise, the whole day, if 10 minutes somebody spoke 10 points, you are not able to reproduce. That means you are not able to listen. Hearing is good. Every animal will hear. Listening is the ability of human being. Listening means understand the content, write it down. After half an hour, I am going to check your books. If there are no 20 points, after 1 hour, if there are no 50 points, by evening, if you don't have 100 points to tell somebody else, the class is waste. If you listen like this, evening when I ask you, you will just think, nothing will be there in you. I will give you time to discuss with your friends. Only that time you will discuss. Now only ear, no mouth should work. How many of you want to? How many of your 10th grade children? Raise your hands fast. How many of you means immediately you should raise hands? You are all 10th class. Full hand up. You are in 10th class? Why did you raise hand? Yeah, so you are in 10th. Put your hands down. 9th? Immediate response. I want fast. Good. Sit down. Now 10th class you have exams. Is it state syllabus or CBSE? Louder. State syllabus. When is your exam? How many of you will get A1 in A1 means all subjects A1, right? How many of you will get A1? 2, 3. No, half. A1 means full A1. Raise your full hand. 4, 7, 10, 14, 15. Yeah, another 15 there. How many students are there in 10th class? Your hands. 90. Out of which 15 plus 15. Maybe 30 students will get 1/3. A2? Yeah, B1? No B1? No B2. How many will fail? No failure in 10th class? Not there. Everybody will pass. Okay. Everybody will pass from 9th to 10th, right? 100%. But 10th, you may not reach anywhere. Because the number of seats for +1, +2, you have +1, +2 in this school? No. So most of the schools don't have +1, +2. That means you will have to go to some other school. The number of seats in +1, +2 is less than number of seats in 10th. That means many people after 10th will not reach +1, +2. Many from +1, +2 will not reach higher classes. How many of you want to go for BTech? Why? Slowly raising. Is it like growing a tree? Immediate, one full strength. Yeah. Very good. How many of you want to go for MBBS, doctor? So many people want to. Yeah. How many of you scientists? Good. How many of you want to become teachers? Good. How many of you doctors? I think doctors are maximum, right? 9th and 10th class together. How many of you want to become doctors? Very good. All of you want to become doctors? Very good. How many of you want to become patients? You want to become patients? Now itself mental patients, right? Many become doctors and there are no patients. What the doctors will be? You know what a doctor does. You know what a driver does. You know what a police does. You know what a teacher does. How many of you know what a scientist does? Don't see in cinema. What happens in cinema by a police is not what the police does, right? Correct or not? Yes. How many of you have seen a scientist and asked what are they doing? There are a lot of scientists in Hyderabad itself. There are more than 1 lakh of scientists. Do you know this? There are plenty of them. We have got scientists in the Department of Space. ISRO is under Space Department. We have got scientists in IICT, Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, chemistry scientist. We have got scientists in geological survey, geophysics, under the earth what happens, all the tsunami predictions, National Geophysical Research Institute, NGRI. We have got biology scientists. Biology people also can become scientists. CCMB, Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology. CCMB. IICT, Indian Institute of Chemical Technology. And we have got Agriculture Research Center. We have got social science centers here. Under governance, government, how to do and what to do. Social science people can become scientists. We have got a university where different departments, central university. There are different departments, arts, chemistry, physics, maths, biology, every subject is there, biotechnology. Everybody is a scientist there, professors are scientists. Medical colleges, many of the doctors do research. All the doctors are scientists. Every new patient comes to them, they ask a lot of questions. And if there is a new disease, they do make a paper, they have conferences. Many good doctors are professors in medical college. IICT, Indian Institute of IIIT, Indian Institute of Information Technology, IIIT. They do research in computer science. They are all engineers. After that they do BTech and after that MTech, then PhD. I asked how many of you want to become teachers, only 3 or 4. All these people in different branches, they are all scientists, they are doctors. All of them do one common thing, that is teaching. And many of you said, I want to become doctor, but not a teacher. My shapa to all of you, none of you will become anything in your life. If somebody says, I want to become a doctor, and when I ask, do you want to become a teacher, you push your hand down. Every doctor is a teacher. Understood? Every doctor is a teacher. He teaches how medicines have to be taken, what care you should take to get your health care. You go to the best doctor, they will write all the degree. Below that they will write Professor of Oncology, so and so medical college. Professor of Pediatrics, Assistant Professor, Gandhi Medical College, they will write there. Seeing that people go to them because and pay them higher because they are professors in medical college. Professor means teaching. I was a professor once. So a professor is one who teaches. So if somebody says, I don't want to become a teacher, how do they become a good doctor? How do they become a good scientist? Now let me ask you, how many want to become teachers? You understood? Good, nice to see. All of you want to become teachers. But what is the difference between the normal teacher and a professional teacher? Who is a professional teacher? Who practiced as an engineer, who practiced as a doctor, who practiced as a scientist, becomes a teacher. Even business people become teachers. They get into best business and after that they become teachers. You have got photographs of lot of great personalities in the main building there. Write down all the names of the people there. Assignment to you. Let me check whose pictures are there. Because I couldn't go inside, I saw some pictures there. Write down all the names. Let me see who is going to write maximum number. Number also you should count while writing. Don't discuss. I asked each one of you to write. Don't have to ask somebody and copy. What you know, you write. The whole thing, including the scolding which I gave you, will go to YouTube. It's getting recorded. And it will be a shame for you, your school. If I tell you 3 times, don't discuss, that means you are doing mistakes and I am pointing out. It's a shame for you. Don't make me to scold any now and then. One instruction once, that's good enough. That's my rule. Write down names of all the people whose pictures have been posted there on top of the building. How many got 15? 10? Good, come here. Yeah, that's good. Once you raised hand, when I say come here, don't look here and there. You know it's you. Correct or not? When I said you come here, you know it is for you. Then why do you look here and there? That shows you have no confidence. I don't want any of my students to become not having confidence. You should have 100% confidence from now onwards. Okay? When somebody say you come here, if you look here and there, that means you know it's you, but you don't want the chance, you want to give to somebody else. No, that's not correct. Immediately jump and come. Yeah. Tell all the names.
Mahatma Gandhi.
Who is Mahatma Gandhi?
The father of nation.
Where did he take birth?
Gujarat.
Wonderful. Good.
Mother Teresa. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
Mother Teresa.
Yugoslavia.
Which country she is from?
Yugoslavia.
Mother Teresa from?
Yugoslavia.
Where was her activity in India? Where was her headquarters in India?
Calcutta.
Continue. Not Yugoslavia.
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The Iron Man of India.
Where is he from? Which state of India? Anybody? Anybody who knows? Patel is from? If I ask you anybody knows, you should raise your hand. Don't speak without my permission. That's discipline. Nobody knows. Don't you know you are in 10th class and 9th class, you don't know where is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. That means you are not an Indian. You are not a student from India. That's what it shows. He is also from Gujarat. Baroda. Baroda is a place where there is a Sardar Vallabhai Patel University in his name. That is the place where we have the milk revolution in India. Kurian is the person who started milk company in, and there is a management institute, IRMA, Anand.
Rabindranath Tagore.
Where is he from?
June.
Now, everybody from Gujarat or what? Is your school started from Gujarat? Every Gujarati fellow's picture is put there. Where is Rabindranath Tagore from? Yeah. Speak from there. West Bengal. Is a Bangla man. What is his speciality? Wrote national anthem. Not for one country, for two countries. And he got Nobel Prize for literature. For writing poetry, he got Nobel Prize.
Jawaharlal Nehru,
Who is he?
the first Prime Minister of India.
How many years he ruled India? Just better.
16.
Close to that, 17 years. 1947 to 1964.
Subhash Chandra Bose,
Who is that?
the freedom fighter. Netaji.
Netaji. Very good.
Professor Jaishankar.
Who is he?
He is the one of the person who fought for Telangana movement.
His picture is there.
Yeah. Mother Mary
Mother Mary. Yes.
and her son Jesus.
What is that?
Jesus.
Jesus picture is there.
Yes.
But just beside Jesus picture, there is a great Indian's picture.
Awesome.
Jesus Christ beside that. Yeah.
Jawaharlal. Mother
See, as you enter first, you will see that picture only. 3 pictures in the first row. That's what I saw. I never saw other pictures. Because while walking, when you are taking turn, first 3 pictures I saw. Give her a big clap. Not for writing names, but you missed one great person. You must all go and see the lunchtime. See, you never thought I will ask such questions, right? Yes or no? Don't write it down, learn it because I told you. Because I am very strict. I am going to ask questions to get some prizes. All this is what is done in most of the schools. But don't do that from now onwards. Why you should do it? Because you must have the feeling that I must learn, I must know. Your interest should be to learn. Vivekananda's picture is there. Beside Christ, whose picture is there? Swami Vivekananda's picture is there. None of you said that. That's the first thing which I saw. And you told all the names. You should have told Christ picture first. That is the first one which you will see. That's how it is posted like that. President of India's pictures are there. First President of India. His picture is there. It has to be there, not because he is president. What is his speciality? He was president, but his birthday is celebrated as Teacher's Day, because he was a great teacher. Whose picture I am asking? His picture is there. I am asking. Is it there or not? I don't know. I have not seen. I am asking you. It's not there. You must frame and then keep it there. One. That is the respect which you should show to your teachers. Understood? How do you ask this? Now I asked a question. So many names are there, so many pictures are there. I asked a question. Whether his picture, I have not seen. I have only seen two pictures. One is Christ, second one Vivekananda. I couldn't see because I was walking. I never entered that building. Got it? So do you have one president's picture you kept? Kalam. Why? Kalam was the first scientist to become president. More than that, he loves children. So you have to keep his picture. So I asked whether you kept the picture of all the presidents, all the prime ministers. Nehru was first prime minister. Did you keep all the prime ministers' pictures? Modi's picture is there. Why? Two pictures are must in every place when you keep such pictures. One, present prime minister and present president. Otherwise, how do you know why all these are kept? To give knowledge to you, correct? Fine or not? If you don't know all the prime minister's name, not a problem. But you must know during your time when you were a student, who was the prime minister. So during your time, two prime ministers. One is Manmohan Singh. Next, Narendra. So those pictures should be there. During your time, who are the presidents? Pranab Mukherjee. So both pictures should be. Now, who are the best presidents or best people related to academics? One is who loved children. A scientist becoming a president. Second one, who was very close to teachers, whose birthday is celebrated as Teachers Day. First prime minister's picture you put. So first president's picture also you must keep. Who is the election commissioner, chief election commissioner today? Now, when did he take charge? Good. Give wonderful clap for him. Come here, man. Really fine. This is a wonderful book for you to prepare for civil service. Now he gave an answer. Why others could not give an answer? Because you are not updated using either television or newspaper. Class, stand up. Sit down. Those who are not interested, stand up. what you want in your life. It's decided by every day what you do. There is a big mountain, Bongir. Have you seen? Bongir Fort. When you go, there is a big mountain. That's Bongir Fort. I had got many children who wrote what they want to be in life. That is called vision. How many people have got such ambition, and take examples of these people? Like if you want to become Prime Minister, you must know who are all the Prime Ministers earlier. How did they become that? Ask a lot of questions. Understand what they have done. You want to do something for this country, then you must know what others have done for the country. Pick up lesson and action. For which, what are you doing from today onwards? That's called vision, mission and action. Everyone should have this vision, mission and action. I asked my students to write. Students means very senior students who are all into BTech, not plus 1, plus 2, 10th class. All the college students who are all doing masters, who are doing PhD. Such students, I asked them to write an article, 250 words on vision and mission, 250 words on action. They wrote, gave it to me. All of them put together, I made a book called Raising of India. Raising of India by the rays of India. The rays, each light. They are all my children. I gave, few of them came and met me in Bongir, one of the engineering college where I was teaching management, on August 15th. August 15th. We made a group elocution competition, we made some competitions and all that. Whoever want to get the certificate, I said come on top of the mountain. Why? You have to be physically strong. You know who said this? Vivekananda. What you should have? Physical strength. That's why he loved youth. Every day he used to play. He used to go to gym. Can you imagine a Swamiji going to gym? Have you seen such Swamijis? Only one Swamiji who used to go to gym, who swims every day. He plays all the games he plays. He was a good fighter. If somebody comes, he will start playing with them. Good muscles. And he also said, if you want to think strong, you should have strong muscles. Be very smart. But he also knows how to be silent. Where you should use your strength, use your strength. Where you should be silent, be silent. Good social person. He knows how to mix with everybody. He knows how to punish people. He knows how to bless people also. He knows how to make fun of people. He knows how to reward them and regard them. Both are possible for him. Spiritually strong. Intellectually very sharp. Give him a book. He will just go through this and then you ask me any question I will answer. Very sharp brain. That's why in young age itself he studied all the Vedas, Upanishads. He understood what India is. He knows India. Knowing India is knowing history. From small classes onwards, you started learning many names. Hundreds of people. How many Indians' name you know? You know Nehru, you know Patel, you know Azad, you know many people. There are a lot of people in your village, in your neighboring houses, your relatives who has got different names. You know Nehru? You know Gandhi? You know Patel? Do you know Reddy? Now you started thinking, which Reddy? You have confusion, right? Patel is a caste like Reddy. Patel is a caste in Gujarat. Reddy is another caste in here. But here, when you somebody say Reddy, you may have many people in your mind because there are many Reddys. If you go and ask in Gujarat, they will ask what Reddy? Because they don't have anybody who is very famous. So whose name you will capture and keep it in your brain? Who are great, famous, who contributed something for the country, who has done something for the nation. Living is simple. If one who takes birth, who will live for some time and die one day. But what is important is, what is important? After your death, how many people will remember you? In your house, your father's picture is there? Yes, your picture is there. Your father's, mother's and father's grandparents' picture is there. Do you have great grandparents' picture? Many of you have no. 3, your father's picture definitely will not be there. So what you will do? You keep your father's picture after his death. But your children, they will remove your father's picture, put your picture there after your death. So how many generations you live? 1 generation. Mahatma Gandhi died long back. How many years back? 70 years back. 70 years back your relatives died. You don't even know their name. Correct or not? You know father of nation, but you don't know your father's father. Mahatma Gandhi was that age probably. 1947, 1948, 1950, 1920, during that time probably your great grandfather would have been died. But you don't know that, right? So who is your closest person? Mahatma Gandhi is closer to you than your great grandparents. Have you ever thought like this? Think. Knowing about them, you know which place he took birth, who is his father, who is his mother, what job he did, when he became what, everything you learned in your classroom. But you never learned about your own. Only I know my mother's father's name. I don't know my father's mother or father's father also. My grandfather from the father side, I don't know. I don't know my mother's name. I know mother's father only. Because we don't care. They have not done anything in their life. They took birth, gave birth to few people and died. Many animals also will give birth to many people. Do you want to live? You will all pass 10th class, pass 12th class, may get into some higher studies, may not get into some higher studies. You will get a job. You will also get married. You will also produce children. And their children also will come to LKG, to nursery, to maybe 10th class to 12th class, in some St. Mary's again. And when you become 60, 70 year old, you will keep your hand on the head. I feel useless. I have not done anything in my life. Do you want that to happen? What do you want? I want to keep my name and fame. You know what is it called? Image creation. What is it called? Image creation. My footprint should be there. I want to do something different. I want to become great. Giving that feeling is what is this star given to you, 2 lines. Everybody don't put this, right? But as a student you have put a uniform, put these lines. But you must behave like a student. Don't behave like a person who is in the market. Who is not qualified, who doesn't have a job, who is a beggar on the street, who is a drunkard, doing all the mischief. If you start behaving, you are unfit to be called as a student. The student is one who has got discipline, Second one, he has a desire to learn. What is the quality of a student? Desire to learn. You love to learn. And that love to learn will come when you hear somebody else. You must ask questions. When you see something, ask question. I saw some pictures, I asked a question. Not what is kept. Think beyond. What is to be done? Think beyond. Yeah.
What is
MSc is Master of Science. Any science subject which you do, maths, physics, chemistry, biology. My subject is mathematics. So I am a mathematician from Masters in Mathematics. After +1, +2, BSc Mathematics. After BSc, MSc. BSc 3 years. MSc 2 years. Then you have MPhil, Master of Philosophy in Mathematics. Philosophy is why it happened. Why is it required? Ask questions. Darshanikan. What is philosopher? Darshanikan. Who can see beyond. You ask the question right time. I was just telling you, you should think beyond. Somebody who thinks beyond. How to think beyond? That's what we taught. In MPhil, what do you learn? In MSc, they will teach whatever is textbook. MPhil, what they will teach you? How do you think beyond the textbook? Then you can go for PhD. What is PhD? Doctor of Philosophy. This is Master of Philosophy. Then you become Doctor of Philosophy. You invent something in mathematics. Before inventing, you must see what is there. The thinking should come. The thinking is what is given in Master. Have you seen Lord Krishna with a which chakra? Hold your hand like this. Take it little away. Take it very close, faster. That's it. Ashoka chakra with Lord Krishna. What is that chakra? Sudarshanam. What is darshanam? Not with your eye. With your thought, what you see beyond is called darshanam. What is su added before? That is very good. Du is bad. A is bad. Dushyasanan. Bad fellow. Duryodhanan. Everywhere du is added. Anyone has got a name with a du starting? Keep your hand on your head. My janma ayipinda. Sumitra. Sa. Got it? Whoever name starts with the sa, yes, sha and all is very good. But good one also is there, bad one is also. Okay? With a you can have good and bad. Both are possible. Based on the situation. Now, in PhD what you get is degree, doctorate, identify, do research in Darshana Shastra. Sudarshana Shastra. What is Sudarshanam? Krishna was a great philosopher. He is a PhD. Dr. Krishna. Now when you go to temple, you should not ask him, oh Krishna, oh Dr. Krishna, you should say. What is his PhD in? Dharma Shastra. He knows what is good, what is bad. That is called Dharmam. Now you have got LLB. What is LLB? Bachelor of Legal Law. PhD is Doctor of Philosophy. Bachelor of Legal Law. MBA is Master of Business Administration. MSc is Master of Science in. My Master of Science is in Psychology. One in Mathematics, one in Psychology. So what you should have is urge for knowing, knowledge, quest, ask questions. For which, if you want to ask question, you must have knowledge. Without knowledge, you cannot ask question. You have got calendars at home? 2018 January picture in front of you, right? Correct or not? Suppose somebody keeps 2016 December. You want to know 25th. Will you look at it and say, why? Because you know it is not 2016, it is 2018. You know it is January. You know today's date. What is today's date? 25th. So if you know 3 information, calendar will give you the 4th information. Correct or not? If you don't know 3 information, calendar is useful? No. If you have some information, calendar will give you new information. So without half knowledge, you don't get a good knowledge. So where do you get this half knowledge? That is why you have been put from KG, nursery, first standard, second standard, third standard. You are all capturing knowledge. Suppose you get half knowledge in first class, second class you will get half. Less than half. 9th class, all of you reached 10th class because you passed 8th, 9th, 10th, right? Already passed 8th and 9th, that's why you are in 10th. Now if I give you 6th class syllabus and write a question and ask you to write answer, you forgot all what you studied in 6th. You forgot most of the things you studied in 7th. Correct or not? Now 10th class you study, after that you go to plus 1, plus 2, you will have to go different subjects. Somebody will take biology, somebody will take math, somebody will take social science, somebody commerce. Somebody will take psychology, some other subjects, and then go and study different subjects. But those who are studying biology, maths is left. Social science, geography, civics, economics, everything you forgot. Those who are studying economics, biology is left. I studied maths, physics, chemistry, so I left my physics. No. Physics, chemistry, mathematics is with me. What did I leave? Biology I left, social science I left. No Hindi after that. 10th class after that I never studied Hindi. Now when you go to higher classes after that, I do PhD in mathematics, become a scientist in Department of Space. Space department takes satellite images, takes picture of the ground. My job is to create a map. Map for catching Virappan. I made the maps for catching Virappan. During Kargil war, I made the map for border area. Making map is which subject? Social science. So after 10th I left social science, but after that 2 years plus 1 plus 2, 3 years BSc, 2 years MSc, 1 year MPhil, then PhD another 3 years. After 11 years, I found if I don't study my social science, I am a waste. So what did I do? I took my 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th class social science books, started reading again. After PhD at the age of 25 years. After 10 years, you are all 15 now. 15th year, I left social science. 25th year, I again started studying social science. Because without that I cannot. But assume I have not studied social science up to 10th class. 25th year when I start reading social science, will I understand anything? Because I studied, it was easy for me. So you know why you are studying different subjects now? Understood? Now you become somebody wanted to become doctors, biology you study. You write entrance exam. Then get into MBBS in some college, or your parents will forcefully give money and make you a doctor. 1 crore, 2 crores you can pay in a college and become a doctor in life. That's possible. There is a famous medical college here. I was going to teach the doctors. Morning, one fellow came to take me to his college. He was a grown-up man with a nice mustache. And sir, come. I brought car for you. I'll take you to the college. I went. So he was sitting, I was sitting beside, and asked, which department you teach? Which department you are teaching? Then he said, sir, I am not a teacher, I am a student. But looking at him, he was like a teacher. That's why he asked. So immediately he said, I am a student. But he doesn't look like a student. Very senior man. I asked him which year. Sir, 8th year MBBS. 8th year MBBS? Huh? I said, are you not ashamed saying that you failed 3 years? MBBS is 5 years. Not even 5 years. After 4th year, they have got internship sort of a thing. House urgency. So 4 years course, he already studied 8 years. And he is still in 3rd year. So 3-4 years is failed. And he says, very cool. Sir, I failed. He said, are you not ashamed of saying? No, sir. In my class, 60% students failed. So you understood why I am saying this? Getting seat in MBBS is easy. But passing out with the best doctor to get good salary, you are seeing only very few. Most of them don't even tell they have done MBBS because shame for them. The best medical college in India is AIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences. I was there in Delhi. In 6 months, newspaper I searched, 20 doctors who are students of AIMS committed suicide. Because they are scared of studying. Worried, tensed. That too in higher studies. You know why? When you do MBBS, there is no mathematics. Chemistry is must. Chemistry and biology. Little bit of physics. Because all the testing, radio, angiogram, all the equipments which they are all doing physics related. So little physics, lot of chemistry, lot of biology. But then after MBBS you have to go for MD, MS, Master's program. And during that time there is a maths paper. So where did you leave mathematics? You took biology thinking, I am not good in maths, therefore I want to become a doctor, I am a biology expert. Only up to some step you can go, after that you will fail. You know why I am asking all this and I am telling you all this? Some people think I am very good in biology, so I want to become a doctor. Not good. I have an MS, which is psychotherapist. I have to learn pharmacology, I have to learn medicine, I have to learn the study about the body. That's full of biology. When did I study? After long years, after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years of leaving my 10th class, I took my biology book and then started reading again. So which subject is good, which subject is not good? English is good? I am very good in maths, but I don't know English. Can I teach? Can I become a scientist? Assume 10 people become scientists. Everybody will not present the paper when the chairman comes. Somebody comes to inspection. Who will give presentation? The best. Among them, who is the person who can speak good will become leader there, right? So what is most essential? English. And so pathetic. The English language is bad for many people. Though they study English medium, there are a lot of opportunity to read newspaper, there are a lot of opportunity to hear the TV programs. If you don't invest time now, you know what will happen? After this, you go to MBBS or you go to BTech or you go to MBA or become anything in your life. If your English is not good, you become useless. Nobody will give you job. Why? There is a boss coming from America. The company is having a deal with an American company. You have to speak to them. They will tell something, because you don't understand their English. Do you think you become a good engineer then? Finished. Just because your English is bad, some companies don't get to the job. You become an employee there and you are representing somebody. If you don't know how to speak, finished. You are a good collector. But you are not from this state. Collector can be from other states. Not necessarily the local person. Andhra people need not to become Andhra collectors. They need not to become secretary to minister. Or you can also be posted in central government. That time somebody from Israel, Prime Minister is coming to Hyderabad. Who will go and receive him? Who will speak to him? Who is very smart in that also. But somebody is given charge. He may ask you some questions about India. Who is the greatest person from Andhra Pradesh? Who is the greatest person in Hyderabad? Tell the history of Hyderabad. Immediately, if you don't respond, that Prime Minister or that President who is from other country will say, these Indian people doesn't know anything. Because only one person doesn't know, that's good enough. Because he is the person who will talk, right? So what a collector requires? Knowledge about India. Everything about India you should know. Civil service, IAS, IPS, all that you want to know. Good English, good general knowledge, know everything about India, how India is having a relationship with all other countries. If all these you don't know, you become unfit to become a civil service person. So there are a lot of knowledge which are around you. How do you get? Ask question, look at everything, think beyond. And all the subjects which you are learning, maths, physics, chemistry, biology, everything is the base for this. And you have sufficient chance to learn. Some people know even after becoming masters in some program, PhD in some program, very good in some technical subject, they use very bad language. The other day I saw one professor of management in one of the conferences where international conference, American people were also there. You will see the professor of management who is speaking full of grammar mistakes. Next year you conducted a seminar. Next year how can you conduct a seminar? Next year you conduct a seminar, right? When you add ED, it becomes past tense. Next year, future. What he says? Conducted. And he is a professor of management in some college. And he came for international conference. American people were also sitting. Every sentence, every word what he says is wrong. What is to be done? That's a standard. How do you learn? If you don't know, nothing wrong. If you don't know now, nothing wrong. But are you ready to change, learn? How do you learn? See, at your age, my English was bad. I am from a Malayalam medium. I can't even speak one sentence like all of you are talking now. I am worse than any one of you. Plus 1, plus 2, I am very bad. No student here is more bad than me. At your age, I am much worse. No single classes like this I got in my life. Because I was schooling from a small village, no good building, no building of roof like this. No floor. I am from a small village where school is very bad. Teachers are much worse.
Excuse me, sir. What is your village name?
Naduvil, Naduvil. That's in Kannur district. KNNUR, Kannur. But much worse places are there in Kerala, even today. Much worse places will be there in Hyderabad also. You are lucky because you have got such a school. I'll tell you, I went to Pulivandala. There is a JNTU, Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University. All BTech students are studying there. The college is here. Up to the gate, that much only you should walk. You have seen a small school there when I went there. I went to give classes for BTech students. Fine. Morning breakfast was over. I just went outside and I saw a school there. Only 4 students, 6 teachers. Because nobody will go to government schools these days. Everybody goes to private school where they can pay money. Good education is there. Teachers are getting salary, students are not there. Then I called the BTech people and then said, tomorrow onwards you come and teach here. Anyway, these 6 teachers are not teaching. I provided little money for the shoes, uniforms, changed the school. Now today there are 120 children it seems. Another 3-4 years after that I met somebody. This is called a social responsibility project. Helping people to get lot of knowledge. I went to, after my government job in 2009, I took my retirement in December. January 2010, I went to one of the small places in Kerala. There is a rich man, very rich man. He makes palaces abroad. For all the kings, he is the man who is making palace. So every palace when he makes, he gets a lot of money, right? Very rich man. He will come on his own flight only. He has got on flight. Very rich man. He is from a small village there. I went there, selected that village because that's the worst educational institution in Kerala. Every teacher and parents guarantee my children will fail in 10th class. What is the guarantee? My children will fail in 10th class. And how many of you had breakfast? Lift your hands. Morning breakfast. Okay, I will ask the other question. How many of you did not have breakfast in the morning? Why? Why you did not have? No time. What time is the school starting? 9 o'clock. So, what time is the morning? You know, as per Bharatiya Shastra, morning starts 2 hours before sunrise. So, if 6 o'clock is the sun coming, not actually 2, it is 2.5 hours. But let us take 2 hours. So, 4 o'clock it starts. 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 5 hours, what you have done? You don't have time. Your parents don't have time. You know, if you don't eat well, half an hour listening to a lecture, half an hour studying in a classroom is equivalent to 3 hours walking. If you seriously concentrate, lot of programming has to happen in the brain. And you will become tired and you will become sick. Today you may not. But after a few years you will have acidity problem. Your stomach will start burning. At your age I was like this. I never had breakfast. Not because I was not having time, somebody was not given. I said not required. It's good, nice fashion style, but after some time, even today I am suffering because of that. After 30-35 years, you will have a problem in your stomach if you skip your breakfast. Knowing that I compulsory, whoever comes to me, I will ask breakfast and I will force them to eat. I eat something, drink water minimum. I asked my children, I went to the small school, poorest of the poor, I asked them, why you did not have breakfast? Sir, nothing is prepared at home. My father only earns little bit. Yesterday night he gave full drinking and no money is paid to my mother. There was no rice, nothing is there. I used to open the tiffin box of children and see only rice and one papad. No sabji, no curry, no sambar because they don't have money. Such poor place. 90 children I picked up. The worst, naughty, useless, guaranteed that they will not become anything in their life. I picked up 90 of them. I asked how many of you have seen train. 66 of them have not seen train. All of you have seen train in your life, right? So I taught children who did not see train in their life. And you know where did I take them to teach English? I took them to Goa. The best place to learn English, not your classroom, not teachers. Foreigners will come to Goa. So many foreigners will be there in the beach, who are all the poorest of the poor from the whole world, with only 10 centimeter here, 20 centimeter here, that's it. You know what did I do? Ask my children, go and catch them. I sent them on the shore, everybody started running. For what? There are some foreigners who ran seeing the students running behind them. You have seen only in cinema, such. I did it. You know why? I made my children to ask questions. What's your name? Where are you from? Why did you come? What is the currency in your country? Which is the capital of your country? When did you go? When are you going? Which are all the country you visited? What did you learn there? Lot of questions. How much salary you will get? What job you have done? What you have studied? How many children you have? All questions you can ask them. If you can ask 50 questions, will you learn English or not? Fine? I've got children when they were asking, what's your name? Elizabeth. Madam, spelling please. Because evening they have to come and tell me what did they learn. You understood? This is knowledge. Which syllabus? No state syllabus, no CBSE, no ICSE. This is learning. The worst children, everybody guaranteed they will not become anything in their life. I took them because there was a rich man who was paying money. My idea, rich man's money. Mixed together, 3 days in Goa, and they were all having not this good uniform, no uniform at all in the school. No food when there is uniform there. Got it? I asked them. Then that happened in Navodaya Vidyalaya. Navodaya Vidyalaya in Goa. I have got half children from Goa, half children from Himachal Pradesh. Goa children had churidar and all that for girls. Boys pant and shirt, insert, you have to tie and then put a tie and all that. Beautiful. Girls were looking different because Goa students have got churidar and a dress like this, almost like this. And then Himachal Pradesh students, girls also have full sleeve, insert and then look like almost like a boy's style. I asked my students, which uniform you want? They said Himachal Pradesh style. But they said, in my village I cannot wear this because everybody will look at us like this. In a village nobody wears such uniforms. I said, don't worry. Rich man's money, not my money anyway. Next week, free. Dress is free, food is free, everything is free for them. Change it to dress everybody. Made them to come. But very strict. Got it? My children will not make noise. Not even with the pen top. Now you are making sound. If my student make, that's it. The top I will make them to eat the top. That's a punishment given. A small drop of water in the class. I asked all my students, boys were there, girls went to canteen luckily. So I know that it is done by boys. I asked them to remove the shirts and then clean the whole area. White shirt, cleaning, that's a job. And next day, they should come with the white shirt without a spot. You know how much difficulty they would have had cleaning it. Now you know where are they now? It was in 2010, 8 years now, 8 years old. All the students who their teachers and parents said they will never become anything, 18 of them are doing BTech, finished BTech in Bangalore. Many of them went to the best colleges and studied. 37 of them got A+ in all subjects in 10th and +1, +2. So do you think you are bad or you are not being taught properly? Now all of you heard somebody's lecture, you don't have the habit of writing down. Why I insisted and made your attention compulsory? I used to play English movie to my children. In between I will stop and I will call. You come here, you come here, you come here. Last scene, 5 minutes back, what happened? Act it here. Same dialogue should come. So how will you sit in the class? Right up. If they don't tell, backbone. Everyone got a beating from it. All the 90 got somewhere or other slapping, beating. Why? Because without that you will not do it. Understood? The problem is you are not being taught. Have you seen how the police walks in the Republic Day tomorrow parade? You must see how in Delhi people walk. I was in that office. Director General of Security. My job was Deputy Director and Director General of Security. The best police in the country is with the Prime Minister's office. That's called SPG. What's it called? SPG, Special Protection Group. I used to meet such people every month. Army, Air Force, Navy, Police, all of them, have you seen the way they behave? When somebody asks, come, they will not walk looking here and there. They will run and come. I was with such people. So do you think I can tolerate some small disturbance here and there? No. I cannot tolerate. So you have to be very strict, but strict for a purpose. What is the purpose? You are all here for what? Learning. So what is that you want? Knowledge. How do you get knowledge? Listen. 3 information, 4th information will come. Question should come listening to my class, not somebody writes and gives questions. Yesterday I went to one school where so many questions were there. 100% sure Harika has written and given. It's a stupid thing. My idea is to have questions, quest for knowledge. And doing that is fooling me actually. From the question I know it is not from them. Somebody has written and given. How long you will fool people? Don't fool anybody in this world. The idea is to generate knowledge. You may ask a rubbish question, I don't care. But that should come from you. But you should also listen to somebody's question and learn how to ask questions. Do you think when you meet Modi, assume you got a chance to meet Prime Minister of India, will you go and ask, sir, what is your name? If you don't have standard, you will ask such question, right? You understood? So asking question is not for question asking sake. It is because you want to ask question. Seeing a scientist, you must know what question you should ask. From the class which I gave, you have lot of points. 10 points you have. All the 10 points you write it down carefully. I am 100% sure in between you will get some questions. Because there are something which I said, something which I did not say. Correct? If I don't look at those pictures, I cannot ask you a question. I looked at the picture, therefore I asked a question. And after asking that question, ask to think beyond. Whose pictures are not there? Another question. First question is whose pictures are there? Then next question is whose pictures are not there? Why it is not there? If it is not there, you should go and place it. Some new idea will come. So when you ask questions, what will come? Ideas will come. And that is what is PhD. Questions should come, how to create questions, how to think beyond and find an answer for that. Not just asking not enough. Don't say that the place is not clean. If it is not clean, make it clean. That's your job. What is your age now? 15. 14 and 15. No. From today, now onwards, all your behavior, assume that you play like a small child. Don't your mother scold? Why are you playing like a child even now? They scold, right? Yes or no? You are playing like a 6th class boy, 6th class girl. Why are you playing like an LKG? Assume that you keep on biting your pen. I will ask you, why are you like a small girl? You know, young children, they always keep the finger in the mouth and when you play like that, you are playing like a 2-year-old girl and boy. But because you cannot put your finger, what are you doing? Putting pen. I remember in one of the class in another district in Kerala where I went, many times I said, don't put this. You are all good students, you are not doing it. There was a girl sitting there putting the pen. You know what did I do? 20 pens, opened the mouth and pushed inside. Remember? The Facebook page, her Facebook page picture was that. I took a picture and sent it to her saying that put it in your Facebook. Let that become famous. I do such punishment which nobody else will do. Got it? Assume somebody bites the nail. You know what do? I cut the nails of all the people and put in your mouth. Not yours, all. From the leg also I will cut nails and then put in your mouth. That will be end of your life. Hard punishment. For what? Not to misbehave. Assume that we have a prime minister who keeps on doing like this. Possible? So as you become bigger and higher, and what you should do? Change your small bad habits. Do you want to change or not? How many of you want to change your life from today? From this moment onwards. Be the best in your life. Good, wonderful. Only one small technique. Let me tell you the technique. As you go back home, your parents will, what happened here? My child became so good. Your mummy and father and mother and everybody will go and tell the neighbors, today, no, after the class, my children became so different. You will become discussion with everyone. Assume you go to your parents, relatives, friends, places, and all of them will tell, what a change in her. All on a sudden she became very good. Don't you think you feel very great? You want that to happen? Very simple. Think from now onwards your age is 25. What's your age? Louder. How will you behave? You will behave like 25. You understood? No cross-talking will be there. You will not be distracted. You will not be disturbed. You want to be a doctor? Behave like a doctor from now onwards. Got it? Do you think a doctor, when he wanted to go to somebody to ask some question, come with me, catch the hand? Eh? Will you do that? So you should become independent, stubborn, smart. You understood? Do you think a student who is doing PhD, or maybe at the 25 years you are a PhD student, completed doctor, became master, you are in that level. Do you think your father and mother should tell you, get up early morning, beta, you are late for schools, and keep on scolding you? You will become independent. You will start getting up early morning without somebody calling you. I am sure most of your parents call you to get up, right? Yes or no? Otherwise you will hear the alarm. That means your alarm is on. You know you are already woke up, but you are waiting for the alarm. What are you doing? Idle at the bed. Without doing anything, you waste time in the bed. No. Now onwards you are my children. Don't waste a moment on the bed. Go to bed only when you feel sleepy. Get up as soon as you wake up. Sir, season is very good, nice. What a beautiful time in the morning, right? Anything else you tell, but after getting up and waking up, you must lie down there for 1 hour. What an enjoyment. Correct? You all enjoy like that? But then after some time you will feel, I didn't have time for breakfast. Tomorrow make breakfast at home, provide everybody at home. You don't know how to make it, learn it today. You understood? At 7th class when I was a student, I used to cook all of my house members. Even today I had cooked my breakfast and came. You have to do your job. Don't become lazy in life. Remove one bad habit in you, you will become the best in the world. You know what is that? Lazy. Why you don't have breakfast in the morning? Because you are lazy. Why you are not getting up early morning? Because you are lazy. The only method to get out of this laziness is decide that I am going to be smart in my life. Very simple. If you decide that I am going to be smart, anything which you do will have that smartness. Otherwise you will wait for opportunity. I remember my uncle had got an Ayurvedic shop. So by the time he picks up items, he takes earlier it used to be on a paper, put everything there, and he need a rope to tie it. By the time we finish, I will go with the rope. This is the rope. I don't have to do it, I can stand like this. That's his job. Why should I do it? Why are you doing it? You are lazy. If you are not lazy, if not today, tomorrow you will become good. If you are lazy, nothing can be done. So change your habit. So tomorrow morning, without anybody calling you, early morning you will wake up before anybody. None of your father, mother, other people have got 10th board exam, right? You have to write. Maximum study. Who is having job? It's yours. Did you finish studies, everything? Are you the best 100% good student in the world? Don't you think you want to change and then become the best? What is the method? Without anybody's call. Before your parents get up, you start getting up and then start studying from today. Today night, study without going for sleep. Don't get sleep. Sleep will be only when your mother said, please go and sleep, yeah. Why are you studying this much? Don't you think it becomes a change in them? When they wake up in the morning, you are already with the book studying, preparing notes. No study, no reading without a pen and paper. Read, write every bit. Every one paragraph, write one line. Every one page, make one paragraph. Every chapter, make one page note. Every history, every person's name. Geography, every place name. Chemistry, every elements, technical elements. Physics, every term which you read, which you don't, even if you think that you know the meaning, I will prove that most of the meanings which you know is not completely correct. There are a lot of misconception in you. Write down all the technical terms. All technical terms. Every English word which is slightly bigger, which you don't understand, look at dictionary. One book beside you is dictionary. Maths, physics, chemistry, biology, social science, every subject when you learn, dictionary beside you. I'm sure you know the word invasion. Invaded, you heard this. Do you really know the meaning? Look at the dictionary, you will find the real meaning. Then you will find, oh, I don't know much. If you invest time like this, you will become the best. Not 10th class A1 or not. Everybody who got A1 did not become great in their life. But if you have knowledge, A1 is guaranteed. A1 is not guaranteeing knowledge. Understood the difference? Having good knowledge, you will get good marks. Having good marks doesn't mean you have good knowledge. Where do you get knowledge? When you can speak to somebody, I know this. That means you have knowledge. Without the preparation, you must be able to speak like this. You can. Only thing, and don't make mistakes, grammar. How do you study grammar? I used to study when I started my English. I learned in 10th class, up to 10th class, 11th and 12th, but still I was not very good. But then I decided I am going to study. How did I study? I by hearted all the 12 tenses. How many tenses are there? Simple, present, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous, past, simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous, simple future, future continuous, future perfect continuous. 12 tenses. Give a verb and me, I take, I am taking, I have taken, I have been taking, I took, I was taking, I have taken, I have been taking, I shall take, I shall be taking, I shall have taken, I shall have been taking. All 12 tenses. Want me to repeat again? I take, I am taking, I have taken, I have been taking, I took, I was taking, I have taken, I have been taking, I shall take, I shall be taking, I shall have taken, I shall have been taking. You understood how to study? How much time it takes for you to study like this? One day. One day English is over. Social science, take all the people name, mark one small line. What you should do? All the social science people, the whole chapter, draw one line like this. And this is 0, this is AD, this is BC, correct or not? And that means it is ABCD. BC is here, AD is here. The whole history, make a nice chart like this. This is 2018. Correct or not? Draw all that, whatever happens in the history book, all of them mark it on a chart like this. Can you make a chart from your history book? Every chapter, each chapter one color. Make it. All 10th class children, make a chart like this, gives it to 9th class. Next year you study all this. Before the teacher teaches, everything finished. How it will be? But what you should do, every day morning, 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock, finish one chapter. What time you go back home? 4, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock to 12 o'clock, 7 hours you have. 7 hours, 1 or 2 subjects. Every day finish one chapter, 1 or 2 subjects like this. After some time you will go and ask me anything, yeah, I'll tell you the answers. Prepare nice questions. And who is your best friend? Gift it. Difficult question. Chapter number 3, social science. Answer it if you can. Every day night after 10 o'clock, sit down and answer your friend's question paper. Not as soon as you go home. When you get sleep, answer somebody's question paper. How it will be. And then next day morning, give a nice answer sheet. Take this. All your answers are here. And what you should do? Take it, go home. Midnight, 12 o'clock, 11:30 to 12 o'clock. Evaluate their answer sheet. Read your friend's answer sheet with a reading pen. Why reading? All the spelling mistake, grammar mistake, this point is missing, that point is missing. Draw everything there, put into there wherever possible. Next day morning, gift it. Everything wrong. You don't know how to write answers. Don't you think meeting your friends, discussing will become a fun and thrill? Yes or no? And all Saturday, Sunday holidays, make your children, 3-4 children together in a house. Ask your mama and papa, prepare biryani for us. Our birthday is today. Birthdays can only be 7 days. When is your birthday? April 15th cannot be birthday. It can be a birth date. Day is only Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? All your birthdays are shifted to holidays. Every day holiday is your birthday. Understood? Get your friends, put a cake, but cake will be cut only after social science 3 chapters finished. Let us celebrate birthday with knowledge. I'll tell you, no jokes. Many of my children became best just because of this. If you study like this, you would have written a lot of questions. Preparing questions, you have to read textbook. Read textbook. I am saying not notebooks. One of the biggest troubles the teachers are giving, they will give you notes, only that you study. You will never read your textbook. Read textbook, read notebooks, find some questions which are toughest in that subject, gift it to your friend. Answering, you will also get such questions. Answering that, you have to again read a textbook. Evaluating somebody's answer sheet, again you are reading. By every chapter you must have finished reading 5 times. Don't worry about teachers. You do yourself. Teachers are doing the job, but you are not doing your job. Who is preparing more, teachers or yourself? Teachers. Teachers are doing more job. You are very happy sitting in the class. What do? You think something else. Like in the morning what you have done. You talk to each other in the class. When you think something else, and me as a buffoon keep asking, no, please listen, please listen. That's what most of the teachers does. I don't ask, please listen. I will only kick you if you don't listen. I know why you are like this. Because classes are not very strict. Anybody who want to speak, get out. That's it. No second question. Stand there for whole day. Next day onwards, you will become very, very good. Correct or not? That's a punishment. Very simple. So every subject to study, morning 4 o'clock, I must finish today because I am going to get a question paper from my friend. Every day when you meet, ask some questions. Don't tell your hairpin is good, my style is good, you look very good. All that is stupid. Immediately when you meet somebody, one maths question, one physics question, one chemistry question, somebody asks physics question, they should ask maths question back. How beautiful that's the school. You are not in a beautician's place. You are not in a barber shop to talk about a hairstyle. You understood? Here in school, what discussion should happen? Only studies. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to start in the morning without your parents' call? If not, I will give you medicine. That's why she gave medicine now. This is the medicine. Morning 4 o'clock, all of you will wake up if this medicine is taken. Drink water before going to bed, 3 liters. Night before going to bed, how much you have to drink? 3 liters. Don't you think morning before 4 o'clock you will run? Yes or no? Your father and mother will say, "Beta, sleep some more time." You will say, "Danger, Papa, I have to run now." And they will think, what a change. They will feel very happy. Yes or no? So small solution for your biggest problem I gave. You want to change or not? This is the method. So from now onwards, change. Morning get up, prepare questions, read, come to the class. Already you have read everything and then came and sit in the classroom when the teacher tells, this I know already, I did all this. Many times I did. What a wonderful class it will be. You will ask a lot of questions. How many of you go for tuitions? Yeah. You will never improve in your life. That's the question. I'll tell you, your parents will give breakfast to you. Immediately after you go to a tiffin center and have idli, don't your father feel pain? Mother feel pain? Who prepared and give you tiffin you are going? Immediately after having breakfast here, you eat in some other hotel, seeing that your mother will feel happy? If I am a maths teacher in this class, immediately after you go to some other buffalo, start learning mathematics, is it not shame for me? You know why? You know one story of Kaudilya? You heard about Kaudilya? You don't know Kaudilya? Have you heard about Chanakya? Chanakya's another name is Kaudilya. He was a teacher. What was he? Teacher. He left his country because his students are going for tuitions. And he went to some other country. On the way, he met one small boy. He said, "Come here, I will make you a emperor." And he made one emperor. Who is that emperor? Chandragupta Maurya. Say, a good teacher can make somebody an emperor. But what is the guarantee? Surrender. 100% you must be with them. So don't. But if you want to go for tuitions, go. But how you should go now? Prepare lot of difficult questions. Ask your teacher, the tuition teacher, some questions. They will come, I have some stomach problem, I will come later. He will vanish from that place, 100% sure. If you go to tuition center, how should you go? With a lot of questions. Tuition was not new. In Bharat, Veda was taught in classrooms by gurus. Immediately you have a lot of questions. They come back and sit beside the guru. That is called Upanishad. Upanishad. Nishad means Upanishad. Sit beside. Sit beside and ask questions. So you can go and ask a lot of questions to your tuition centers. See whether they answer or not. All tough questions in mathematics, prepare, go and ask questions. All the board exam, old question papers are available. Make all the questions and ask them. Solve that and give it to us. That's what I want. No classes. Only problem solving. Only question answer. Decide. That will be helpful for you. I am not against tuitions, but only for Doubt clearing. You should have doubt. If you have no doubt, you are useless. Understood? After tiffin, don't go and take tiffin, but you can have another chocolate or ice cream from the shop, which is not prepared in the house. Nothing wrong. You understood now the difference? Do you think if you study like this, the way I said, read once, prepare question, give it to somebody else, so many people will give you questions and all questions are answered. When the examination comes, when you see question, oh, this question 3 times already answered. When you read answer sheet of somebody, you know, oh, this person is writing like this person is writing like this person is writing like this. Then you realize, I should write a mix of these, making it best. Don't write 2 big paragraphs. Every page, 5 paragraphs. Separate paragraph. Neatly written. After every question answer, underline. Different color. Little gap. Have you seen how the textbook is? Lot of paragraphs, but most of your answer sheets are unreadable. Make it like that, teachers will feel, looking at the answer sheet, they will say, yeah, this student should get 90. Already they will decide, looking at the answer, beautifully you must write. Handwriting is important, page layout is different, nice margin, good things. In all the board exam, you will get 100 out of 100 in all subjects. You are seeing one student, Anusha, you know what is her specialty? More than 1,000 exam is written. You are all paying lot of amount as fees. 2 years program, Anusha's fees is 3 years master's program in MIT. MIT is the world's best university. The library will be as big as Nagara. That big is the library. University is too big. Thousands of people from different countries, all together, lakh of people will try to get some seat. 7 to 8 people, 20 people, your class? Yeah, 40 students from the whole India. India how many? 2? Only 2 or 3 from India. What is the fees? 2 crores for 3 years. And what is this she is paying? 0 amount, full fellowship, free. Because she is the best student. You want to study? All the examinations so far she has written, 45 exams are over, 45 subjects are over. 45 subjects means more than 1,000 exams you have to write. Every day there will be an exam. And she takes 2-3 exams per day. She will ask for exams, I want exam, I will finish fast. And 3 years program, all the exams, 45 subjects means out of 60, 45 is already over. In 1 year she finished all exams so far written, 100 out of 100 in everything. See? What time she sleeps? Yesterday we went for a movie. She must have reached back at 12 o'clock midnight at home. 1:30, 2 o'clock reached home after having some food outside and all that. Papa and she reached late. And then, what time you slept? 4 o'clock, 4:30 she slept, got up at 6 o'clock. 1.5 hours, 2 hours she slept. And while we are discussing, she is reading newspaper. Have you seen this? And she is working in an office, getting good salary. Her salary would be enough to pay salary for all the teachers here for a month. That much salary she must be getting. All the teachers, I am not saying one. Good salary, doing good job, studying, and then from here also she is working. Work will be on phone or laptop, connected. Yesterday we were going for movie, 7 o'clock we started my house, 6:30 to 7 o'clock she was telling, I have a phone from my office, half an hour, after that we will go. Half an hour, one meeting is over. Meeting is over phone. I am saying, 1.5 hour only she slept. Does she look sleepy? Nothing. And all my classes, 23 times she came to Kerala to attend my camps. This time and last time also she travelled from US just for this. If I say just for this, she will say, no, for this only you said. Don't use the word just. Because it's not very simple. For you it's simple. For me it's simple, but for her it's important. Every day, every class. You understood what I'm saying? She comes in a taxi from which place? Gachibowli. How much is up to Godavari Towers? Yeah, price? 700, 750 rupees, and going back again 750. Every day she is spending more than 1500 rupees to come to this place to attend my class. Every day, not even a single day it is left. Every class she attends. Why? Thirst for knowledge. What we discuss, every time when we come, we discuss something that's a knowledge. You understood what I'm saying? Life is not very different, but if you want to make it different, you can make it different. So morning, are you ready to wake up tomorrow? Yes. Not enough. Yes. Not enough. Yes. Will you study? Yes. Why sound less? Yes. Are you ready to use your full power? Yes. Let me check. Your hands free, book and pen down. Hands free, show this like this. Yeah, put it down. Now, when I say clap, start clapping. Let me check how good you can clap. Your clapping in the morning was not at all good. If at all you don't learn anything, I have no problem. But your clapping, see, I assess a school by the first clap itself. Whether students are lazy, whether they are good, they are disciplined. Everything has to be taught. I am sure you must have never attended a class like this, no? I am different? Yes. I'll make people different. When I say clap, clapping only. Full force. Clap! Jump! All of you are equally bad. Little good, except 3-4 people, they are more lazy even today. But if I come finished, I will catch them. Okay, now why did I ask you to clap? Have you seen when you get tension, you bite your legs, hands like this? Only this finger, no other fingers, because this represents your head. This represents your, these two represents your hands. When you hold like this is called a Jnana Mudra. Knowledge. That's why all gods will keep hands like this. Every rishi will keep a hand like this. Every prayer hand is like this. This is called a Jnana Mudra. You have seen gods also keep hands like this or give hand like this. I told you in the beginning, gods will keep a hand like this. In between somebody spoke and then I finished. I lost that connection. Somebody keeps the hand like this to bless. But have you seen all the Indian gods, Bharatiya gods and goddesses have got a weapon behind? Have you seen? One is Ashirvada, but then if you don't listen to Ashirvada, damn punishment. That's how I am. Agradas Chaduro Veda Prishtajas Shasharam Dhanur. What does it mean? Agradas Chaduro Veda. In the front side, 4 Vedas are kept. Knowledge is kept. But knowledge cannot be given to everybody just like that. First make them disciplined. That is why Lord Krishna keeps Sudarshanam. If you don't listen to me, your head will be cut. And all the Devis have got some very dangerous lion will be the vehicle, right? If you don't listen, they will tell, go and catch him. That's it. So immediately they will be caught. So in life, this is your head, this is your hand, and these are your legs. You have sprain in your leg, press here, you will know where the sprain is. You will know where it is paining. Press here, closely, close your eyes, look at it, at some point, and don't have to press your leg, press here, you can treat your leg pain. You have headache? You have stomach problem, you cannot put your hand inside your stomach and rub. Not possible, right? But you want to feel that you are putting your hand inside and rubbing? These 2 legs here. Close your eyes, rub here. You will get the feeling of rubbing inside your stomach. Close your eyes so that concentration will improve. Getting? This is your head. This is your head. Press here. It will will not happen that easily. You need little concentration. This is your head. Close your eyes and press here. You can see that your head you are pressing like this. Your headache will go. I treat migraine headache and all for people like this only. This is called acupressure. Need little concentration. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not that simple technique. So this is your hand. When you clap, what are you doing? The whole, have you seen old people, no? Elderly people, they will sit like this and then rub their legs like this. Massage their leg. Why? Because they are massaging the whole body. Now you want to massage your whole body, become energetic? Clap with the full feeling. Your previous clapping, I will give 7 marks out of 100. Utterly failed. Let me see whether you can make it better. Ready? Clap. No. One single finger. Clap very fast. We will get nice rain here. Hyderabad rain. Fast. No other sound. Hyderabad rain. You want Kerala rain? 2 fingers. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. Stop. No. Okay, let me check whether you can do much better. When I put my hand like this, you must clap only once. No second clap. Tip. One sound only should come. If you make a mistake, I will catch you. We will run train. Listen carefully. Now train also runs on the bridge. Have you seen how the train runs on the bridge? Yes? When I put my hand down, stamp like this. Only one leg. Ready? Yes? I gave one instruction when I do like this, clap. After some time I told when I do like this, you stamp. But when I did like this also, you stamp. So how much buddhi you have, you see? You only remember one thing at a time. Immediately what is told earlier, you will forget. All of you hold your hands like this. Take it up your head and then say, my janma aipoyindi itla. Useless fellow. Write down, all of you. I am use, give a small gap, less. Read louder. What did you read? You want to be useless? No. Okay, let us make it past tense, but not in the right English. Wrong English, make it past tense. Use become used. Now make it used and read once. You are useless. Who did not use you? You did not use you. In exam hall, when the question comes, I don't know anything. After exam, oh, I knew but I forgot. Happens or not? Same thing. One instruction, second instruction. First instruction is forgotten. Again, let me try. I can make LKG students much better. Okay, now, did you really clap 100%? Can you make it better than this? Yes. Louder? Yes. See, you yourself said you can make it better than this. That means, now you have not done 100% good. Who agreed? You yourself agreed. Why? Because you are used less. You are not using your full force. Are you ready to use it now? Yes. Last chance for you. Let me give a mark and then that will be recorded as the final marks for St. Mary's Convent. Getting recorded, it will go to YouTube. Ready? Clap! 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 35 marks. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people only clapped sincerely. Okay, now let me make you 100% good. I know how to make you 100% good. Done? Yeah. I will give you one more chance. After that, I will come in between, ask you to show your hand. If it is not red, I will make your cheeks red. Teeth will fall. Ready? I will do it. If you don't want to get the punishment, get out. Or do it 100% sincere. Ready? Clap. Stop. Now you see everybody started looking at the hand. Now did you do 100%? Can you do better than this? See. Many times I asked, can you do better? You said yes, yes. Now you say you cannot because you have done. That is why punishment is must. When you get punishment only you will do things good. You understood? Okay, you are all good people. I scolded to make silent because otherwise you will not change. Otherwise I will waste a lot of time telling you keep quiet, which I don't want. And I am not a person we will ask you please listen. No please, no try. Do it, that's it. All of you lift your hands, take it back and say well done. Now close your eyes. Think about all the points which I spoke to you. 100 points should come to your manas. Your mind should be filled with a lot of points. No other sound, no talking, no thinking. Just on this, no other thoughts. Only on all the points which I covered. Slowly open your eyes. Hold your fingers crossed like this. Take a stretch up. Your ribs you must follow. When you do this, you must feel that there is a rib for it. Do it again. Now take your pen, write down 50 points what you learned from the class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Write down all the points. No discussion. I don't want any sound. Beta, what is your book? Book. Or I will make you to stand up. With a uniform with a lot of, I was there. stop. Give your books back. Get your books in your hand. Read those points. There is a saying, Acharya Padamadate, Padam Shishya Swamedeya, Padam Sa Brahmacharibhya, Padam Kalakramenacha. Have you ever heard of this? Heard or not? All of you heard this, but as you were all sitting the first when you came, you were all sitting in the class, like that only you sat in cinema theatre. You will just listen, but you never understood what is said. This was chanted on the platform by somebody. That was a program in which children were all laughing. You also loved seeing them laughing in the cinema. You want to know which movie? Most of you must have seen that movie. 3 Idiots. All of you seen this movie? Most of you have seen this movie? There on the podium somebody is chanting this. You have seen all children are laughing. You also laughed without knowing. You see what a buffoon you are. Without knowing, laughing. When somebody gives a bit, if it is laughable, there is something which is fun, you will laugh, right? But you all laughed after chanting this mantra without knowing the meaning. Original meaning and the way he chanted after Amir Khan has changed all the words and then given there, right? Made it so funny and useless. That's why everybody laughed. But you, without knowing, you laugh. Somebody who laughs without knowing the meaning, you know what do we call them? Mad, fool. You are all like that. At least what you should do, hear that. Now when you go for movie, when you have TV program at home, what will you have in your hand? Pen and paper. See TV 5 hours. I allow my children, I keep saying all of you should watch. No watch. Watchman does watching job. Don't see. Study movie. That's why I said I used to show cinema to my children. Soon after that I will ask them come and act. They must learn every dialogue. You must have pen and paper. When we go to movie, immediately we will start searching. How many Google search would have been there yesterday? Many words, many places, many dialogue. All that what happens in the movie again we will search. Is it correct? Is it at the same place? All questions will come up to us. And today we were discussing about same movie, the historical touch, whether it is correct, why the policy is like that, is it possible? So many questions. Oscar movie, whether this person will get, this movie will get. This is discussion, this is learning. So movie becomes a learning. You understood? Acharya Padamadate. From an Acharya who practices what he teaches is called Acharya. You can get 1/4 knowledge. Acharya Padamadate. Padam Shishya Swamedaya. All of you should learn yourself. That is 1/4 knowledge. Padam Sa Brahmacharibhya. Brahmachari means whoever is sitting beside you. Whoever is thinking same together is called a Brahmachari. So you are a Brahmachari. What is that you are doing? Studies. What you should discuss? Studies. You have listened to a class, you have made some notes, immediately share it. Sharing is called Brahmachari. Acharya Padamadate, Padam Shishya Swamedaya, Padam Sa Brahmacharibhya, Padam Kalakramenacha. Rest you will get in your life later. Study social science, make a chart, your friend also makes a chart, both chart exchange. You find mistakes, what is done, add that and give it to them. Add from them, you will see, oh, this I missed, you will also get. Share it each other. Both will get. If I have 10 rupees, I give 10 rupees to you, you give 10 rupees to me, both will have 10 rupees. But if I give my knowledge to you, your knowledge to me, both will have 3 times, 4 times knowledge. Correct? So what to be done? Share. Learn, share. That's what we did. So that sloka which is chanted there, I practiced now. I taught something, I asked you to write down. While writing, definitely you will think. And you made your friend also to think. Shared it. Acharya Padamadate, Padam Shishya Swamedhaya, Padam Sa Brahmacharibhya, Padam Kalakramedacha. This is the chanting. Now tell me, just this chanting, when I chanted 3 times or 4 times now, how many of you have written down? At least 1 line from that was written. 2 lines. 3 lines. Did you write 3 lines? Come here. Come. Come, don't have to see back. She will also come, you will also come. When I said come, both of you came. That's good. Yeah, chant that. Doesn't matter, spelling. Any mistake is pardonable. Yeah.
Acharya.
Okay, I'm seeing.
Acharya Padamadate, Padmam Shishya. Padam Shishya.
Shishya Swamedhaya.
Shishya Swamedhaya. Padam Brahmacharyatum.
Brahmacharibhya.
Brahmacharibhya.
Padam Kalakramedacha.
Padam
Kalakramedacha.
Kramenacha.
Later particular life.
Acharya Brahmachari.
Acharya Padamadate.
Acharya Padamadate. Acharya
Padam Shishya Swamedhaya.
Padam.
See, if you know the meaning, it becomes easy. Acharya Padamadate. From Acharya Padam. Padam, another quarter. Shishya Swamedhaya. Yourself. Padam Brahmacharibhya. With the friends. Padam Kalakramedacha. After some time. Yeah.
Acharya.
Acharya Padamadate. Padam Shishya Swamedhaya. Padam Sa Brahmacharibhya. Padam Kalakramedacha. You understood? See, I told you, you must write down. But then one chapter is over. When I just chanted, that was the test. You forgot your habit. That's why you didn't write. I said when we go for a movie, we write. Immediately I took an example of one sloka. You are not writing. Why? Because you are not changed. I don't think one lecture can change people. It should come within you. Got it? You have that interest, then you will do it. You must get that interest. Now the turn is, now you want a lunch break or continue? In some schools, no, I have taken 48 hours class. Some schools 24 hours. Yesterday also I was in a school very close to your place. No lunch break. When I stopped at 2:30, they said, sir, don't stop. Their school started 6 o'clock in the morning, 10th board exam. Preparation 6 o'clock in the morning in the school, they finish at 8 o'clock in the night. They said, sir, up to 8 o'clock we are ready, don't go. That's the interest they have. How many of you are feeling hungry now? You are thinking about food now or the class? Uttar Pradesh or Madhya Pradesh? When Uttar Pradesh works, Madhya Pradesh will not work. Correct? Sister came because she wanted to pull me for lunch. Correct? She wanted to announce lunch break. You know, when lunch break comes, it takes 1 hour because you'll have to go eat and then come back. Then you get another 1 hour. You want that? That's why sister asked me what time you will start, what time you stop and all that. I went, remember, in one school I went, commerce students, science students, biology students, I said all students put in one place. Sir, no sir, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock commerce, 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. I said nothing, we put all of them together. So we started at 9:30, there was no place. Children were sitting on the ground here, somebody on outside. 9:30 it started, went up to 4:45. 4:45 I left because the buses were ready. That's why I take class. In your life, you must not have sat like this, correct? Should remember this forever. One old man came, he did not allow us to have lunch. What a stupid fellow is that? I have no problem because I will go from here, you will never have complaint. But you know why she is coming and standing here? She shouldn't have complained tomorrow. So she want to announce lunch. Those who are really feeling hungry, you want to go hydraulic pressure. You know hydraulic pressure? Go to washroom, run and come. Thinking about it, you will feel. If you don't think, nothing will come. Correct? Yes or no? It's all in the mind. Sharira, Manaso. The body and the mind is such related. Sharira, Manaso, Yoga. Yoga is relation. Sharira, Manaso, Yoga. Paraspara Manuprajet. Adhara, Adheya, Bhavena. Taptajya Kadayoriva. Sharira, you don't have to, don't learn all this. It's all very tough. I am a meditation master from Himalayas. I teach meditation in Rishikesh. I am a yogi. So if I want to take lunch, I can take. But if you don't want to take lunch, skipping is also possible. Who decides it? Your body or Manas? Manas is here or here? Or Manas is given to somebody else? There are some students, especially boys, who will go behind some girls. I love you, I love you, I love you. Please love me, please love me, please love me. They are called beggars of love. What is it called? Beggars of love. Do you think somebody will love a beggar? No. When somebody says, I love you, please love me, a beggar. That's what you should say, yes? Don't give your heart to somebody else. Then you cannot learn by heart. Because your heart is somebody else. Don't learn by heart, but learn by heart. You understood? Learn by heart. Then you will get a life. Otherwise your life will be waste. L-I-F-E. What is life? L-I-F-E. Live in full enjoyment. What is life? That is only for us, but not for students. For students, learn in full enjoyment. What is life for students? Why? Because L-I-F-E, life means learning is an investment for future earning. L-I-F-E, learning is an investment for future earning. Again L-I-F-E. Right? Learn, L-E-A-R-N, learn. Have you seen L board? When people learn driving, after learning they will remove L board, correct? Now write learn, remove L. So why are you learning? Learn. You finish learning, what will come to you? Money will come to you. So what is that you want? What is that you want? Do like this. Left hand or right hand, doesn't matter. You're doing like this. You know what's it? Learn to earn. Learn is here, earn is here. Learn is here, earn is here. Learn, then money will come. You know what is the first chanting in mantra which we learn in our childhood? As soon as you wake up, sit cross-legged on the bed, hold your hands like this, and then pray one mantra. Karagre vasade lakshmi karamadye saraswade karamule sthita gauri prabhade karadarshanam. I keep saying don't do this. Don't do this, but do like this. Karagre vasate lakshmi. Lakshmi is goddess of money, right? What is there? Karagre vasate lakshmi. My money is in my hand. Karamadye saraswati. Karamule sthita gauri. Energy is in my hand. Karamule Stida Gauri Prabhade Karadarshanam. Got it? Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamadye Karamule. What is the time now? Up to what time is your class? 3:30. You want up to 3? You want a break? Half an hour. Half an hour, please. Okay, we'll break for half an hour.
Listen here. I know you are very much like to exciting and enjoying the class. One thing to do, because some students I heard you didn't take the breakfast in the morning. That's why I request the sir, please give the permission to the only half an hour, 30 minutes. Now the time is 12:40, 12:50. So we have to come and report on 15. Sharp on 50. Take the lunch and come back. Should not break the discipline in the campus. Keep your material.
Now, before that, how many of you get, if you study like this, how many of you get A1 in all subjects? Good enough?
Thank you. Thank you. Keep it. Because my ambition also, give the better education to the students. Better education, then you can harvest better yielding. That's why. Okay, I think, okay, I'm not feeling something, I will tell you at the end of the section. Thank you. Shall I give the break, sir?